Stadium in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
I'll punch you in your fucking face.
B. Felix.
Yeah, they call me Phil and Najee really hating. I punch him in his face and then he gonna be wishing he's saying
17
Satan.
now. Here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I hope he don't think he about to come out and run the ball all game.
Precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
He gonna hit the ground. He played against us.
Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that.
That's one thing about it.
It was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket.
You didn't touch that turf.
Nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall
Oh,
incomplete.
Randy Gregory hurt.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Ah!
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards.
Broken ribs? Come on, bro.
Take over, 1st down and 10.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them to avoid losing them next season.
Play action. It's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete. Okuebuna. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
Yeah, moving it very, very
I'm
well.
really
It's like
about
the
to get
defense
off
on their
this
heels a
shit
little
now.
bit. You put a score in here, long way to go.
The hell with you.
It's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The hell with you.
This defense for the Jags, terrific.
You get on the game, you get right off. You should have stayed your ass where the hell you was at. I don't appreciate it.
Talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Hold on, she posted everything. Hold on.
Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Wilson will throw again. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this has certainly been a nice
well, you don't apologize with my actions for real. Oh my God.
Involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation.
My actions for real. I hate you being with it. Being away with me. That shit is worth a bond ever created with you over all these years. Now he was a big ass word. Really never ever trying to go through ever again.
Yo, why is she doing that? She really mad at us.
Where are you? Shaking my head. You, oh, my mama got me fucked up. What? In my wow, where you at? You're in some crazy shit, bro. For real. I'm tired of going through this for real.
You go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this
stuff. Who is Cucumber, bitch?
And it looks like it's going like clockwork.
I don't know. Crying like a bitch, you not getting shit back, pussy. What?
Hello, Ian, I'm sorry. I swear I deleted all my assets to every girl you seen on my phone. And I'm gonna show you I ain't got time for the funny stuff for real. I'm over and need 100% trust me. That boy win that game and they should.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God, just hit the wrong button.
But it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line.
Thompson crying like a bitch. You not getting shit back, pussy. Damn, boy. He down bad.
How she get that snap though?
Yeah, he was going crazy. He was going fed on snap too.
But can come in and keep drives going.
Yeah, his snap was lit.
He was going fed on snap.
This will be the end play. Now it's Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's
she mad at him. I wonder where he at right now.
Gets 7, but it's not enough.
Probably the ball.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage.
That nigga ain't at that crib, I know that.
Pass rushers second guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen. Maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And no move to get the offense off the
field. To be honest, she done changed his password or something. He can't get in, bro. That's what's crazy.
This is Gordon. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking
password too simple.
That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it.
Nah, she got it another way. She probably got in that email and sent a new passcode. As she forgot the password. Nigga probably lacking with his shit on that laptop or something in the crib. She went to the email, got in there. This how she do. She reset my password or something. I can't
intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
I don't even want to keep looking at his stories. Acting like I'm waiting on the post. So she got posted down here.
Russ gotta goddamn throw that shit better. That shit was open.
Damn, Pete. I'm just glad she ain't on Facebook with it.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A gain of 6 there on first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On second down and 4, Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Oh, she shelled. Yo, why do he be talking about me, bro? He go through the same shit. Do you see that last one, bro?
Nah.
I don't know what to say to this nigga, bro.
Man, that shit was wild.
Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point attempt to come here.
That boy got them fed up.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here.
She got number 2. She dangerous. You know that? That's a dangerous woman right there.
So even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Y'all niggas say getting caught, boy.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Hey, man. Y'all got it rough out there.
They said executives believe Lakers have potential package to trade for KD and Kyrie.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
Does that mean they about to trade?
Hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Now Wilson on first down.
Bruh, she playing like a bitch, bruh.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
My little nigga just hit me up too much on shorty clean and took it in hot water.
Yeah, tough.
As he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm not too fond of you, Lily.
I don't give a damn what you find, you fucking faggot.
You're a real piece of shit.
2 minutes going by, 2nd quarter.
As long as I ain't letting you down, it's all right with me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson.
He's
going to rifle one deep left side.
Kicked out of every damn league.
Loses him. It's complete.
You better get nigga been on the hot seat in every damn league.
I was on the hot seat in Savages. I'm playing that game right now.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
Yeah, I'm
no
about to play
chance.
my game in the EMB against the Browns. I'm about to kick his ass.
You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I ain't even got the screen.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Big Deucey. Good.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Wilson. Being chased down left.
Let's go.
Toward the end zone, and that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Running the rock.
So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense.
I'm playing as the Jaguars and Savages. That Savages lead.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make
first game with the new defensive playbook. KD and Jokic in Denver.
Like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
Hey, that do happen though. That's a little scary. But Jay Murray,
Jokic just signed a huge deal, bro. I don't know if they're gonna have the money.
They got the money for at least 2 maxes.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
They're going to be scrapped. Jamal Murray probably be greased next year, though. They're going to get his bread.
4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back.
But shit, you deal with next year. You try to win now.
70 rushing touchdowns.
Hey, you got a fucking point.
And ACC record. The second running back.
I don't think y'all got enough to trade for him.
From Alabama, number 25
if we don't,
he's now wearing number 1 in the NFL.
They already gonna be in a rebuild stage because Kyrie is
those single digits.
But Kyrie just signed for a year at least.
Yeah, but they said if KD get traded, if KD get traded, Kyrie gonna get traded.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this.
You already know how Kyrie is. He ain't gonna play until you get what he wants.
Let me do this little bit of math here.
He should have just been a free agent, man.
That's a pretty good recipe for
I think him and KD ain't that cool no more.
No, I think they said that they want to still continue to play with each other.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able
Yeah,
to
they
get
just talking to me.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense.
This nigga just running the ball.
Set the edge.
I don't know why I be expecting niggas to throw the ball coming in the game.
2nd and 16.
That's what everybody else do.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 40.
My defense got 2 touchdowns.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Now,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next
they went
drive.
10-7 to 17-7 fast.
Scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron.
Boy, ain't reading the defense.
And he takes this one back into the end zone.
2 pick 6s back-to-back, man. Not good for him.
Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have
Damn, missed the field goal.
He gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And for some reason, I'm oddly blaming you, Lawrence.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
That's your problem.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin.
This might be a touchdown for him.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. First down and more.
That nigga Justin Simmons all over the place. I like him.
There, but they do get him down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there just before halftime. So we reach halftime.
I'm glad he ran with him.
Excited game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is
Cortland Sutton. Really, I want you to be that guy, man.
And finish this one off. Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Wilson.
Damn, that nigga fumbled. I tried to get down, too.
There he goes, right side. 30. 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
Should have slid earlier.
That's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They'll try and run it here.
I want him to throw that bubble.
So they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play, because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1, because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Foy is able to run him down for a loss of a yard. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well?
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Denver. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O, 29 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Broncos 30, Jaguars 15.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Bruh, they didn't let me get that fucking slot. He didn't do
and
nothing.
No return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
All over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Perfect slot.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, you play.
Really, you sell the sizzle, but you don't got no steak.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They just said that shit don't matter.
Lawrence will throw. And his pass is intercepted.
I'm just copying what they said. They said that dumbass shit.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Yeah, that had to be some silly shit. I ain't understand none of that.
And I don't understand the size of your gap. So I guess you guys are, I think it's just 2 things you just don't understand.
Yeah.
You fucking bitch.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here.
What
2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite
I caught you off guard. He would have make it, you weren't ready for it. Walk right into it.
About that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
What, EMB?
Yeah.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I got to play.
The second half is better for him than the first.
I got to play against Matt.
Find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
He stinks.
Man, he be trying to get niggas losses and shit.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here.
I know that was 3rd down.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Damn.
This is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, bro.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him.
Does he not know he down 15 points?
Of the ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD.
I don't think he does.
Repeating, they are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later,
you make a superstar play.
The coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Caught by Jones.
Why they ain't let me click on him?
It's across midfield and inside the 45. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Good, the boys out there pancaking.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 20.
Have yourself a day, Justin
and
Simmons.
You have to wonder, Charles, a game
Have
like
yourself
this,
a day,
5
sir.
interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him.
Now this is intercepted.
That motherfucker kept up with KJ.
Rookie Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now this offense, they keep wanting more and more and more, but they've kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the 3rd quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them
in trouble here, and down he goes, back at the 8-yard line.
He making the playoffs.
Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to
Well, you need somebody to lose or something?
Nah, I'm 6 seed right now, but I'm only up by
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. On the counter, ETN. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That must not give it down that he down.
On 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They go play action now. Lawrence Looking downfield for Jones.
He launched that bitch.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon there to make the grab. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's
them picks, man. It's going to be tough to win.
This position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.